Welcome to part 2 of Shadowscapes, a meditation experience. Now find a quiet place to sit and relax and enjoy your journey. Moving onward, you walk and you walk and you walk. Concentrate on breathing in and out with each footstep, up and down. The wind picks up a little, and you see little whirlwinds of sand fly up from the sandy desert and blow across the untrodden path. The chaos of tiny particles forming beautiful shapes and then settling down in the distance to their resting place. The heat of the sun beating down provides a comforting, warm energy. You absorb its rays into your body, giving you strength and power. You notice the strong beating of your heart, thumping in your chest to a peculiar rhythm. There is sand as far as the eye can see, and every once in a while you pass the old weathered remains of a tree, scorched by the sun. The trees have not survived the heat and drought, yet there remains life in this wasteland. As suddenly the wind picks up, startling a leopard from its lair made of rock and sand. It bolts out across the land with a fiery passion and purpose, like an arrow from a bow. Your gaze follows the wild cat as it moves swiftly into the distance, getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now you notice it has stopped. It is gazing at you, getting closer and closer and closer, seemingly in wait for your approach. Beyond him, you see the yellow desert fading to shades of green, and you realize you're nearing the foothills of a giant mountain. The air begins to cool as you get closer to the trees and the grass. The mountains before you give shade as the sun is lowered in the sky just enough for the peak to shield you from its rays. You touch and smell the sweet grass beneath you, cool and soft. Stop and think about how this mountain has provided so much shelter while bearing the heat of the steady sun and the cold of the darkest nights. You see caves and crevices, small streams of water trickling down into a small oasis where the leopard silently sips from the mountain pool. Your eyes meet in the silence. You hear her as your amulet begins to glow.
Passion moves me swift and fast. Success will come to me at last.
She looks back to the water and continues sipping. How magical this place is. And you cup your hands to drink from the water pool. In the reflection of water on your hands, you notice a bright pink sparkling fay flitting about from right to left just behind your head. Once you spot it, it darts ahead over the water and into the woods beyond the mountain pool. The leopard spots it and chases after the fay in a passionate pursuit. You get up to follow them into the forest, but notice to the left there is a cave opening. Honoring your curiosity, you start to go in. You give a look back to the woods before heading into the darkness. The leopard is on the forest's edge, staring at you, and you hear,
I'll honor me, my nature true, and bring it out from me to you. I won't stop now, I've gone so long. My heart is meant to sing my song. Passion guide, follow your heart. I'll not be far, though ways now part. Take my speed, my will, my desire with you, through what shall transpire.
You smile and turn your gaze into the hollow opening, and you move forward. It is much cooler and dark inside. You hear the echo of trickling water dripping down the cave walls. The ground beneath you has been packed down to rock. You keep walking with your arms outstretched, catching spider webs and dead vines hanging from the rock ceiling. There are small cracks in places that let very little light inside the cave. Someone ahead is breathing. You hear the loud inhale and exhale, in and out. An eye opens. You startle, realizing this is much bigger than you are. The prehistoric giant lifts its head, breathing smoke through its nostrils. Your amulet once again begins to glow as you hear him say,
The dragon I am stands firm and unmoved. Before you come closer, your right must be proved. Should you enter my lair, uninvited guest, I show you no mercy, with that do not test. The fire within me grows stronger each day, and with it I clear all that threatens away. Do not come near me, or that I hold dear. The fires within me should cause you to fear. If you force me to unleash my boiling wrath, be prepared, invader, to be turned to ash. I will not seek harm, just leave me alone, for I am a dragon, and this is my throne. Like a dormant volcano, I too must rest, but know that my fire still stirs in my breast. Should you encroach once more on my domain, I will awaken once more to defend what I claim.
You stand frozen and gently start to back away. The eye closes again and you move onward through the dark cave that has now become thick with cobwebs, tickling your face and catching your clothing. Before long, your path is illuminated in pink, and you realize the fairy has decided to accompany you. It flies ahead of you and you follow. You come out of the tunnel to a clearing in the cave, open floor and high ceiling. You can't even see the top. There is a light clicking and a hiss as a large spider drops down from above you and rapidly works around you to encase you in its silk. You start to become sleepy as you realize your energy is being drained by the cords wrapping around you and supplying energy to the arachnid. It is now glowing and you continue to drift in and out. If you don't do something soon, you will surely become one of the mummified sacks dangling from the cavern. Quietly, you reach for your belt and grasp the handle of the athame, pulling it out and cutting the silk from your body. You pull each leg out of the web casing and plant your feet on the cave's floor. I cut the cord and now I'm free from all you've taken and done to me. The channel cut from which you drain, my life force you no longer claim. With the last piece dangling from your foot, you sprint away into the dark tunnels ahead where the Fae is waiting to take you further. She hums a gentle tune, soft and light, soothing your frayed nerves. The soft beating of the Fae's wings fan your face, and you notice once again the amulet glowing.
The old ways new will help and guide, for they are with you by your side.
Before arriving to this land, you had been studying the old ways with various mystics, witches, philosophers, and scholars who kept ancient traditions alive and spoke of the gods and goddesses, the rules of the natural world and its cycles. They led you to take this journey of discovery. You smile to yourself and listen for the guidance you now seek. Deity divine, power abound, my hands outstretched, may I be found. I search no further where you will guide. I'll use your strength to me abide. Speak in my soul, stake your claim, within me your eternal flame. Your heartbeat slows, your breathing calms, and you sit down against the cave wall and put your head down in your arms and softly drift to sleep. You have now reached the end of meditation part 2 of Shadowscapes, a meditation experience. Stay tuned for part 3, coming soon.